pushed compound off the cliff.
His legs were very hairy.
Why? What's my time we went to Denny's?
We were at Devon. Nathan saw something he liked.
Nathan wore a red dress. His legs were very hairy.
Then we pushed compound off the cliff.
We were so infuriated with him we couldn't stand him anymore. We had to do what we did.
What's my time we went to Denny's?
We were at Devon. Nathan saw something he liked.
Nathan wore a red dress. His legs were very hairy. We were so infuriated with him we couldn't stand him anymore when we had to do what we did.
Then we pushed compound off a cliff.
So he shaved his legs.
Well,
What's my time we went to Denny's? We went to Denny's.
And we were at Devon. We saw something we liked.
Nathan wore a red dress. His legs were very hairy.
So he shaved his legs.
We were so sick and tired of him we couldn't stand him anymore. We had to do what we did.
Then we pushed compound off the cliff. Nathan said, "Let's go shopping."
Once upon a time we went to Denny's.
Nathan said, "Let's go shopping."
We were at Devon. Nathan saw something he liked.
Nathan wore a red dress. His legs were very hairy.
So he shaved them.
We were so infuriated and couldn't stand him anymore. We had to do what we did.
Then we pushed compound off a cliff.
Colin was turned on by this. Once upon a time we went to Denny's.
Nathan said, "Let's go shopping."
We were at Devon. Nathan saw something he liked.
Nathan wore a red dress. His legs were very hairy.
So he shaved them. Colin was turned on by this.
We were so infuriated and couldn't stand him anymore. We had to do what we did.
Then we pushed compound off a cliff.
He said he needed something sexy to wear for that night.
No. Once upon a time we went to Denny's.
Nathan said, "Let's go shopping."
He said he needed something sexy for that night.
We were at Devon. Nathan saw something he liked.
Nathan wore a red dress. His legs were very hairy.
So he shaved them. Colin was turned on by this.
We were so infuriated by him and couldn't stand him anymore. We had to do what we did.
Then we pushed compound off a cliff.
While enjoying a nice tasty sausage, Nathan got grease all over himself. While enjoying a nice big sausage, Nathan got grease all over himself.
Go shopping.
He said he needed something sexy for that night.
We were at Devon. Nathan saw something he liked.
Nathan wore a red dress. His legs were very hairy.
So he decided to shave them. Colin was turned on by this.
We were so infuriated with him and couldn't stand him anymore. We had to do what we did.
Then we pushed compound off a cliff.
I don't think.
I just lost something.
Should I?
So we brought Colin with us.
We went to Devon. Nathan saw something he liked.
Hey.
Oh,
Once upon a time we went to Denny's.
Nathan was enjoying a nice big sausage, and he got grease all over himself.
He said, "Let's go shopping."
He said he needed something sexy for that night.
So we brought Colin.
Nathan wore a red dress. His legs were very hairy.
So he decided to shave them. Colin was turned on by this.
We were so infuriated with him and couldn't stand him anymore. We had to do what we did.
Then we pushed compound off a cliff.
It seemed like a good idea at the time.
Once upon a time we went to Denny's.
Nathan was enjoying a nice big sausage, and he got grease all over himself.
Nathan said, "Let's go shopping."
He needed something sexy for that night.
So we brought Colin.
It seemed like a good idea at the time.
We were at Devon. Nathan saw something he liked.
Nathan wore a red dress. His legs were very hairy.
So he decided to shave them. Colin was turned on by this.
We were so infuriated with him and couldn't stand him anymore. We had to do what we did.
Then we pushed Colin off a cliff.
So then he threw on a thumb.
I hate you guys.
Leave it. You said no break for relaxing. This is not break for relaxing.
Once upon a time we went to Denny's.
Nathan was enjoying a big sausage and got grease all over himself.
Nathan said, "Let's go shopping."
He needed something sexy for that night.
So we brought Colin.
It seemed like a good idea at the time.
We went to Devon. He saw something he liked.
So he threw on a thumb.
Wore a red dressed. His legs were very hairy.
So decided to shave him.
Colin was turned on by
We were so infuriated with him and couldn't stand him anymore. We had to do what we did.
Then we threw Colin Pound off a cliff.
I'd like to start out by saying thank you very much for coming in today. I understand you probably have a very busy life. I don't know if anyone really cares that you're around anymore, but I think you still go on tour. But anyway, could you, I guess could you start out by maybe describing your motives behind this?
Well, my motives were that of any man. I wanted money, women, and power.
Britney Spears.
Oh, right. So if you have a question, just raise your hand and we'll call you.
Yes, you in the front.
How did it taste?
Well, it was creamy and delicious. But with a beautiful aftertaste in that I felt as if there was chocolate in my mouth. Yes, you, sir.
Did you shave to match what you ate?
Well, I tried to shave, of course, but you see, the razor was very dull. I just sort of pressed it as hard as I could against my flesh. I just started bleeding everywhere. It was a horrible mess. It was not a good day.
Really? Did you use the blood as a condiment?
Well, I used to use blood as condiments, of course, but right now with my health issues, I can't be doing that anymore. My doctor said that's a big no. No more blood in my diet, unfortunately. Yes, indeed.
Is it good for the vocals?
It's not bad for the vocals, of course, but if you should never have it right before you go on stage because it'll dry out your throat immediately and then it will relubricate.
How was the circus?
Oh, the circus? Well, the circus is always magical. Every day of the circus you can't get better than the circus. I mean, all the elephants and the tall people and the shorter people and the cross-dressing ladies with beards. It's amazing.
Related to the question about vocals, I didn't think you really worried about that. I thought you had a team to take care of your vocals. Can you comment on that?
Well, I was hoping that wouldn't be released. I mean, I like to pride myself on being a true artist, not needing anyone else's help. Of course, it's not true, but I like to think that I am. Yes.
This thing that you did, this horrible thing, I'm kind of disgusted by it, by the way. I mean,
Oh, thank
I don't have my own, but if I did, I would not be here. Did you do this to one of your own two, or someone else's? You shouldn't have two, by the way. You should be sterilized or something.
Oh, well, of course. I mean, I like to eat them. They're tasty, they're delicious. I mean, I couldn't eat my own because people would be suspicious. But as to this crime, I'm not that innocent.
Now, when you ate it, was it still alive, or did you try to kill it by maybe hitting it one or two, or maybe even one more time?
Oh, well, see, the way you have to do it, you don't be nice about it. You like to hear the screams, okay? See, what you do is you take the leg. First, you pull that up and you eat it, alright? And you make them watch you eat it, alright? You're not allowed to have a free ride. Then they eat a little bit themselves to give them sort of a double baby taste.
Wow. And for the record, can you state who you are and who you did?
Right, I'm Britney Spears and I ate babies.